Live streaming is on.
We could even pay someone to do some pictures as well. I mean, it's whatever we want to do. We'll figure it out.
Well, I don't know the picture that you have now. It's I love it. I will give it a quick clip, but it's a really nice picture. I'm looking here. Excuse me.
Should we get started?
Yeah, I was just checking this thing.
Should we go into the check-ins since there's only 3 of us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's only 3, and we can ask positions for the moment. All right, Jay, you want to go first?
Okay, I am a 2.3. I mean, not much has happened since yesterday. We did our eval session, so over the last week we've been working on the assets and management and scheduling and all the other good stuff. So a little on the CCC, trying to help get the life support set up too. But yeah, check.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go next.
Okay. Okay, Ate, please.
I'm at the 2.
2.
Yeah, I've been working on the taxes, the worker criteria coordination, and the website. And I've been doing training on the
Which website? SVG?
SVG website.
Okay.
And I equally did training on the ZA sessions.
With Joyce, right? You
Joy.
did training together.
Yeah.
That's nice.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go next. I'm a 3.
Let me type. Oh, you're typing?
Yeah, can you take notes for me?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, so I've been working on after the EVA session, all the follow-ups on the EVA session, updating the team on the deadlines, and I finally managed to complete my value tracking, personal value tracking. So looking forward to the session. Yeah. Check. Who else is here?
Joyce.
Joyce.
From the
Hello, can you hear me? Hello.
Yeah, we can hear you. We're checking in, Joyce.
Oh yeah, okay. Hi. Sorry, I'm late.
I think we're all
I'm
late.
2.25, 2.25,
Okay.
and also been working on the SVG website and also life support, responsibility organizing, and also what else?
You've been working after we had the topic yesterday?
No, that's the one. That's the one.
That's not
Yeah.
topic in our main session. It's not work.
Okay. We fixed this one. The sheets we have, and
No,
also
we
what
didn't
else?
fix anything. We just got a lot of links that we need to organize.
Yeah, that's all. And then also what else?
All right, not much since
Okay.
the
Yeah,
EVA
not much for now. That'll be okay.
Yeah,
2.25.
you did training for VA session
For
artists,
VA session.
right?
Yes, a while ago. And
Yeah, today. What do you mean a while ago?
yes, a while ago. It's today.
Today.
A while ago is today.
Today. All right. All right.
Okay. So 2.25.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else? No. So I think
No.
before we can take positions. What do you think, guys?
Human was that timekeeper for me and note taking. Joyce, okay.
Human timekeeper for Joyce.
Joyce. And then Ate for you.
Organization timekeeper and vocabulary lister.
Let me see it.
I can help with the policy keeping, facilitation, and value tracking. And also audio video indexing, since I'm helping with the segments.
Yeah. For value tracking, I've kept I kept always tracking the value for the main session.
Yeah, I want to help you with that and move it forward, and eventually start doing typing. So
Yeah, it would be good. I can show you. We have 58 session I have tracked value for.
cool. So focus desired outcomes.
I can help you with facilitation, Jay, if you need.
Yes, please.
Yeah.
So focus desired outcomes.
So I was just getting started on that. So the training on I would continue the training of yesterday.
Yeah.
From yesterday. Then Jay, I would like to, if we have time, to review my tracking hours responsibility. Because I mean, this month and the months before I've been tracking like many hours on. I think we could see if we can split them.
Yep.
Yeah.
So maybe we should pull up the previous week's main session and look at the next steps and priorities there.
The last main session that we had.
Yeah, the one I added was identity. I feel like the main session would be a great place to start going through our purpose and mission for the Prime Trajectory and the whole umbrella of Showcase website. I think that would be good. Obviously, we haven't really done much on the pipeline experience, so you know, but we could just jump into just starting to prioritize within the team. So that's definitely another option. So prioritize showcase sites.
Okay. I'm pulling up the main session. So the last main session was here. It says February 9-10. No, it's impossible.
The last session? I'll help you.
Yeah.
Last session. This is main session. Main session.
It was like February.
No, it was.
I found it. February 16, 17. So I'm gonna just link it here under next steps.
Also, and also.
I would get reviewed all the trajectories as well. Okay, here we have
Also, the life support again. We did not finish the session for Saturday.
excuse me. Okay.
And also life support for Saturday. What's that called?
Planning, life support alliance planning.
Life Support Alliance.
Yeah, there is some things that we could. Yeah, that's a good topic. Yeah. So I'm looking at the topics from the last session. I'm gonna copy and paste them here. But I mean, I think we went over all of them.
Yeah, except
The criteria, scope and purpose. the proposal for schedule, the proposal for the new pipeline experience, training on trajectory. We didn't get to it, but we did yesterday, and we can continue today. Proposal for our overall trajectories list. This maybe.
I think it's just the overall purpose brainstorm options. We didn't go over that. I think that's the only thing. So I think everything else is fine. All the way. That's not good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Saturday.
So I would personally prefer to start with life support, Alberto, or
I also have a proposal. I don't know if you saw my email, Jay, for turning back pay into upfront pay. I don't know if it's applicable to the main session.
applicable to anywhere. If you want to propose it,
Yeah.
well, we can just put that under you. Like if you have, basically Alberto. So there's basically, work hours, responsibilities, and proposal, right?
Mm-hmm.
Add more responsibilities and consider proposal. Okay. I mean, I would just start with that, and we could just go from there.
Okay. Yeah, sure. Thank you.
I mean, I'm fine continuing the training from yesterday, specifically related. We didn't even start the project management. I don't know if that's not necessarily our top priority, though, because we did cover everything with the trajectories, which was really important. So, I don't know. What do you think?
Well, I would definitely try to cover that. Yeah.
Well, you want to do that first before a view up?
Yeah, we can do the training first. Yeah.
So, but the question is if we can do a view up first and then go back to that. So I would propose doing Alberta first and then Life Support Alliance second, and then doing a view up and seeing where we are. And then going into
What's my note?
either identity or purpose or the training.
Okay.
The main reason I don't necessarily prioritize the project management is because the new trajectory model and the new management model we have will make self-facilitation, because this was an issue like 3 or 4 months ago. And I was like, oh, if we don't have a lot of guidance, we need more clarity on, facilitate, like self and group facilitation, But now we're trying to really focus on the management of actually making sure the management's happening properly, in which case self-facilitation and group facilitation takes secondary to the management. So the management are kind of like the facilitators of the organization. Does that sort of make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense. But yeah, I would love to have a topic, get some training from you on project management.
But that's not what we're doing. We're not doing training on project management. We're doing training on facilitation.
Yeah, team facilitation. I mean, whatever you think it's important. I mean, we said we wanted to do that for a very long time.
I think would be much more important is getting our entire training system organized. For example, making sure every single person knew exactly what trainings they were going on, exactly where they needed to do their next training, and making sure all the video trainings are all organized for the future. Like, I mean, it's great to focus on yourself, but if you're only focusing on yourself, you're not thinking about the next person. For me, that is a problem.
Yeah, but I wasn't thinking only about myself, because I mean, I think Joyce and Ate definitely benefit as well about facilitation training. But I agree with you. Our training system is all over the place.
So for me, that's a much higher priority.
Yeah.
And doing one training on something that's not even a priority because it was from 3 or 4 months ago, and now we have a new model, which is our project management model where we're doing project management status updates with an upfront pay stop and the trajectories is 100 times better than group and self-facilitation.
Yeah. Okay.
Right. So that training was from such a long time ago, and we've gone to a new level where we actually have a management model that will be more effective than just hoping and praying that people facilitate themselves and organize themselves, which obviously doesn't work. Well, it hasn't worked in the past, right? So I'm not saying that we shouldn't do that training. I think it's a good training. I just don't necessarily think it's a priority over potentially getting everybody organized with all of their training, not just this one training that's not even a priority, but all training organized for everybody, collaborating, including the decision makers.
Yeah,
Or
that would
going
be
on
amazing.
to IT and prioritizing our showcase pipeline, because I feel like our pipeline is the prime trajectory, so we don't want to go off of our prime trajectory. We need to stay focused, and I don't necessarily know how the planning on project management and still teaching is necessarily going to immediately improve our implementation of the showcase website. Because remember, if we're serious with the showcase website, we don't even have a timeline yet, and we need to get organized and get this launched in a couple months. And we have many sub websites to do. We haven't even barely gotten started. So if we just sit around doing trainings all the time that aren't priorities, we're never going to get the showcase website launched.
Yeah. Okay. Perfectly. So I would really put a third topic. I mean, let's decide what we wanna prioritize: if the training system or the identity. Maybe the identity first.
I'm thinking that the purpose would come first because, I mean, the purpose is part of the identity, right?
Yeah.
We already got started on the purpose, and it'd be good to get a little bit more clarity on the entity, understand when we're talking about the identity, what exactly we're talking about. So the identity is just like, everything else, right?
Okay.
I also think it's good to doing the priority showcase website would be good. And maybe what we could do is just basically like, plan protecting umbrella show website priority. Maybe that would be a good third topic, is just kind of understanding what all the priorities are for the umbrella showcase website in relationship to the main section.
Yeah. Okay, I agree on these topics to start.
So then once we get organized with the umbrella showcase website, what we want to go through, which I think is definitely more on the identity side than the other components of the other trajectories, then when we do the view up, we can know exactly what we're focusing on. So yeah, I think all these are actually going to be more like 10, 20 minutes and 15 minutes. Any Joyce, Ate, any other topics, or do these sound good? Or
Yes, it sounds good.
Sounds good to me as well.
Yeah.
All right, let's get started then.
10 to 20 minutes.
Shall we get started?
yeah,
10 to 20 minutes.
Okay. So Alberto. So here's my tracking hour. If you go inside, so 133rd West. West, January, February. If you see under management, I mean, of course, we did a lot of planning and coordination, right? So, but you can see that there is like for the full moon week, there is like 12.25 hours there. And for the last quarter moon, there is 16.5 hours there. So I don't know if we can maybe I would like to
Is this for 133?
133 West, yeah, January, February. First tab
So
after info.
what are we talking about?
Two things that I wanted to see if we can.
Give me a line number.
Excuse me.
Give me a line number.
Yeah, line 7, line 10. Sorry.
Okay,
Management, tactical ops, deadline reminders, work management coordination, ongoing planning, and membership communication. Right. So for the, we did a lot of coordination and everything, but this is taking a lot of my work, as you can see from the last 2 weeks, week of full moon, and where there is 12.25 hours there and 16.5 hours. So I was wondering if we could separate this and create another responsibility or another category that would be just management roles, right? Because I have like, I don't know, 20 management roles. So if we can have a specific line just for when I'm working on management roles, management report, kind of thing. Well, all the rest of tactical ops, deadlines, worker criteria, policy keeping, reminders, overall management, executive communications would when we do the planning, like all the sessions that we do on methodology, planning, coordination, I put them all here. Obviously, that's why it's so high for these 2 months. But I mean, since now we are focusing a lot more on the management roles, and we have this management report that it's due every 2 weeks. I was wondering if we could split this management into add one which is specifically just for the management roles.
Okay, well, first of all, I definitely can't edit this, which is okay, but all right. So, but why don't we just go through your rant management roles? I feel like that might be more helpful, and we can see how they may or may not be organized. And then the main question I have is, does this change your pay in any way?
Excuse me?
Your line
My
is
question is,
breaking up there.
There is some background noise. I can't hear
Yeah.
very well. I don't know from who is coming background noise.
are you able to hear me, or is it just still difficult?
Yeah,
Yes.
we hear you.
All right, I don't know what happened. I think it's some background noise or something.
Yeah, background noise.
Anyways, what I was trying to say was that it would be good to list all your management roles and you know, overall, taking on too many management roles is not necessarily a good thing, and doing too much management time is not necessarily a good thing. So we can talk about that as well in terms of right. It's like if someone steps up and does too much and doesn't leave space for other people, it's difficult for other people to step up. But the other question I have is, does this change your total pay? So my understanding is that you cut your pay down in terms of the budget cuts, and then my understanding is that your pay is more or less maxed out already, and so adding additional sessions on your or additional work hour tracking, it doesn't necessarily change your actual pay. I think you're maybe just want to organize your hours better or something like that.
Yeah. It's not about the pay. It's not about. I know my pay is already maxed out, but still, I like to be organized and see better what I'm working on, what is. I mean, even though my pay is maximized, it's still important for me to maximize the 1.5 hours per week, right? So.
Yeah.
So that is because this is what I noticed, right? A lot of hours on the management report and management roles.
Yeah. So again, what I'm saying is that like I want to look at all your management roles, right? That you're talking
You
about.
can see them in the management report. Let me link it here on line 7.
And then And so yeah, so if it doesn't change your total pay, I mean, I think overall it's good not to spend too much time on it. Also, it is good to note that line 11, like obviously this is management work as well. So it's just good to mention. But again, like I can't edit this, so it's just kind of difficult right now. But
You should be the only one that should edit. Wait, let me share that. Let me take away the restrictions here. Protection. Okay, take away. Change permissions. I don't know. Okay, I take away this now.
I don't know. Anyways, we can worry about that later.
I mean, if you
So,
tell me it's okay, I can add here the.
okay, so I'm just copying and pasting everything from this manager
All right,
report.
all right. Now it should be okay. You should be able to edit.
Okay. So, anyways, what I'm just copied everything from the manager report here from line 22 to line 44, right? And so, if you come down the list, I mean, it says worker basic involvement criteria. It says that you're not doing that, but we know you are still working on that, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm working, but this is what needs to be changed because you made that clear that this is already a management role. So this is what I told Mamoon that this is not updated, that he should find another management role.
Yeah, I don't
So
know what that means. We don't need to talk about Mamoon right now. We're talking about you. But the point here that I'm trying
yeah,
to
but
make is
Mamoon
that
was there, but I'm putting back myself because Mamoon is not applicable.
okay. I
So
don't know what that. But just like back up a second here, okay?
yeah.
So the only thing that you're basically not on this list is the quarterly recruitment round. And if we prioritize the quarterly recruitment round and we said we needed to do it, you would probably sign up for that as well.
We need to take a 5-minute break.
The quarterly recruitment round.
All right, give me like 2 more minutes. We'll take a 5-minute break. So what I'm saying is that the only thing on here that you're not signed up for is basically the quarterly recruitment round. And that is because we aren't prioritizing it. And if we were prioritizing it, you would probably sign up for it as well. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So a couple things come to mind here. One is that you signing up for all of the priorities for management is way more than any one person could ever do, right? And two, you as an individual are not necessarily the best manager. In fact, we have this new trajectory model, the new management model, and all of that. Some of that is all put together because you weren't necessarily the best manager. We needed a better management model that we could deal with as a team because it wasn't getting dealt with, right? So
Yeah.
what I'm trying to say here is that this actually takes away from the team. Like someone signing up for everything is not necessarily applicable to actual management, and it is just kind of overwhelming and too much, right? It's just too much. And we want to create open space so that team members step up into becoming a manager and helping them do manager. So what this says to me, and let's take a break after this, is that what you need is not a bunch more management responsibilities. What you need is an executive responsibility, right? You need executive acknowledgement on your commitment as an executive. Because imagine, obviously, I could sign up for every single management position that ever existed, right? And it's like, how does that help the team? Right? What helps the team is me focusing on an executive level and the overall needs of the team and the organization and the network and the vortex, right? That's what's helpful, right? So what I'm trying to say to you is I would prefer to get you organized as in an executive position that you're taking on that relates to the fact that you want to be involved in basically every single management role. And so you would be involved in helping support the management roles, not be the management roles. And of course, you can take on specific management roles, but the way to think about it is you're automatically taking on everything already. It's not like you need to put your name in every single box for you to work on it. Does that make sense? Like you can always work on, I work on everything, but I don't need to put my name in every single box and tell the team I'm working on something. Again, it goes down to the idea of like the policy is, it's against policy to tell the team that you got the work done and under control, and that applies to management as well.
Joyce, can you mute yourself?
Yes, yes, yes.
If you tell the whole team that you have everything under control and that you're doing everything, then no one's going to step up and do anything. It's the same idea for people that you're going to do all the work, the work is done, no one's going to do the work. So anyways, that I think that it might make a lot more sense to think about your executive role instead of your management role, and to give you a clear, specific executive role.
Yeah, I would love that. Absolutely, I would love that. And as far for the team, what I was telling the team for the moment is take one management role, learn how to do it well, and then of course I'm looking forward for the team to. I mean, because the policy is you need two management roles actually, right? We're not following the policy at the moment, but the policy says you need two management roles, and one of the two needs to be client work. This is not happening.
Yeah, and this is minimums to get everybody into the training process for management and to learn how to do management. And then within that process, we need people to take on more than one or two management roles. There's way too much to do.
Joyce, please mute. When you are not muted, Jay's voice is
she's muted.
No.
Oh, she's not muted anymore.
She's not muted. When she's muted, Jay's voice is
But
clear.
it was okay now. Yeah, it was okay now.
Okay, she muted again. All right. Anyways, let's go ahead and take a break. But again, what I'm trying to say is simply that these are all minimums that we're just trying to get people to get started with, so that then they can expand and get more. And we want to make sure everyone understands the management roles that we're talking about are very, very minimal. Management in our organization model is minimal. Managers don't do anything, right? So once you understand the management role, it's the same role for every single manager, and because you have the general manager role, and then all you're doing is you're organizing the responsibilities under that particular management role, right? That branch.
Yeah.
And then from there, you're just doing status updates, and it's the same thing over and over and over again. So anyone can do it. And eventually we might hire managers to only do management, but right now that's just not what we want, right? So I don't want to sit here and encourage you and train you and get you involved in more and more management. I want you to step up into the executive roles, because that's what's going to serve the team and to get you trained on understanding executive roles. So I think let's take a 5-minute break, and then we can get focused on what that might look like. And then I think that's what I would want to add to your work hours tracking spreadsheet, is a clear executive role. Okay?
Okay. Yeah, I would love that. Thank you. 5-minute break.
Awesome. 5-minute break.
Ate, you're the organizational timekeeper, huh?
I don't know. You can look on the positions to tell us. Positions, org timekeeper, Ate, human timekeeper, Joyce. Right. Although we're all timekeeping together, as always.
Okay, I'm back. Moth, you there?
Yes.
Hey, Moth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hi.
You want to check in quickly?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. From
Okay.
0 to 9, I am at
Okay.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah.
Okay. What have you been working on?
Okay. Today we were working on the SVG editing website.
Your website.
Editing. Yeah.
And getting organized, no? You're getting organized.
Yes. And yeah.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Welcome.
We can see a view up later. We have a view up. We can see if
Okay. Okay.
you want to add the topic or something.
Yes.
All right, I need to reset the live stream here. Trying to see if we had any other structural documentation.
I checked in Moth. Mel is here. Hey, Mel.
Oh, look, it's now.
Oh,
Hey.
hi everyone.
Hi, Mel.
Hi.
You want to
Hi,
check
Mel.
in? Already started. You want to check in?
Yeah, I think I'm doing good. I'm just trying to get set up and find the notes for today. And thanks, Joyce, for sending the meeting reminders. I am at a 5.
5.
Mhm.
What have you been working on? If you want to share.
Oh, I was been working on getting Stacy organized and helping her with her resume and making sure she is successful this week with at least scheduling something. So that is relevant. And to try to get CCC moving forward sooner than later.
Well,
Check.
I'm just gonna